Good evening, everybody. We can get the meeting started with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank everybody for coming tonight. We're going to go ahead and start with Dr. Criscione's report.
Thank you, Mr. Stout. So I would like to start with some student recognition. I'm going to start off by asking Mr. Pramataris if he would join us up ahead, and we have some students we would like to recognize.
Good evening, everybody. It's great to see a lot of our students here being acknowledged, and I really appreciate that the board allows for some time, despite all of the things that we do as a high school administration and teachers to celebrate our student successes. For the board to make some time for our students and to acknowledge them in this forum really speaks volume of their support for all of our programs, so thank you very much. These students started their journey, the commended students started their journey for this award with the PSAT, which is basically a practice exam that is given to prepare students for the SAT that is usually given in the spring of junior year. That's when most high schoolers will take it. This was based upon them being given a commended status. So basically what happens is the PSAT results are collected, and from over 50,000 high scorers nationwide, it is whittled down to about 34,000 students nationwide, okay, that receive commended status, and then from there gets whittled down even further to semifinalists, and then finalists for the National Merit Scholarship program. We're very, very lucky that each year we get a few high scorers, but we also get a lot of commended students. And this year we had 3. We found out that they scored very high, again in the top 34,000 in the nation. So congratulations. I see David Paragoski's here. Congratulations, David. I also see Thomas Arrington, and unfortunately I don't see Anna. She's probably brushing up on her backhand. She's quite the tennis player, and also our student government president. So Thomas, if you come up, congratulations. Not to put you on the spot, but any school on the top of the list there, Thomas? Have you thought about it yet?
RPI, I think.
RPI. I think we talked about the RPI scholarship too, so great. David, come on down. Northeastern, very nice. Again, thank you very much for taking the time to acknowledge them, and congratulations. Nothing but, I know, bigger and better things ahead for all of you, so congrats.
Thank you, Mr. Pramataris. Next, I'm going to ask Ms. Massey to come on up. We have some music awards that we would like to hand out.
Good evening, Board of Education, Dr. Criscione, and members of the Mount Sinai community. It's my honor to recognize the students for their acceptance into NISCAIM All-County Honor Ensembles. Here tonight we have Sarah Michelias. When she was in middle school, I said her name wrong. Sarah Michelias, Kyle Manzo, and Aiden Pissarro, and Orlando Di Desidero from the All-County Chorus. We have Owen Hart from the All-County Band. He'll be playing the string bass in the All-County Band. And from the orchestra, we have Erica Lowe, Stephanie Sheehan, and Max Mancuda. I'd like to let you know that the All-County, they're in the All-County Orchestra. Not with us tonight are Mackenzie Kling and Kira Klug. They were also chosen to be part of the All-County Chorus and All-County Trumpet Choir. These students all prepared an all-state audition last spring and were graded as the best on their respective instruments among all 11th and 12th grade musicians in Suffolk County. In addition, 2 of these students, Mackenzie Kling, who is not here this evening, and Aiden Pissarro, who is with us, with scores of 99 and 100 respectively, were selected to be part of the all-state chorus and will be traveling to Rochester the first weekend in December to perform alongside the most talented high school musicians in New York State. The music department here at Mount Sinai is incredibly proud of these musicians, and we wish them the best of luck as they prepare for their upcoming performances. Thank you. Come on up. Maxwell and Kuda. Orlando Di Desidero. Sarah Nicholas. Kyle Manzo. Owen Hart. Erica Love.
Can I ask Thomas to come up and take a quick picture of us?
Thank you.
Thank you. Always great to see so many amazing things that our students do, and it's not hard to find great things to recognize them. So all I have to do is ask, and we have plenty of things for us to find to recognize because we have such amazing students here. So just a couple of updates on what's going on around the district, things that have happened since our last meeting. So we had a lot of fun things happening because the end of October, you all know, is a very fun time of the year. We had a challenge at the elementary school where Mr. Catlin was tied up to the wall with tape. Every student in the building got to take a piece of tape and tie him up. That was at the beginning. At the end, it was really lots of tape. Once we removed that chair, he collapsed within like 5 seconds. So we put a mat there, so he was safe and he was fine. He's okay. But the kids got a big kick out of it. Each class got to come down, and it took about 2 hours, right, ladies? We kept trying to peek in to see what was going on, and it was a good 2 hours for them to do it. So fun stuff. We celebrated Kindness Day. That's all of our students at the elementary school making that sign, "Be kind," out in the, and we had a drone taking that picture, which was awesome. So one of the ways we started to kick that off was by making that sign outside. Our Halloween parade, big hit as usual. I know I'm new here, but I've been told that that was the biggest crowd we've ever seen at our Halloween parade. I saw cars parked in places I didn't know we could park cars. I'm just saying. So it was a lot of parents there that afternoon. Around the district, we had the National Honor Society, our World Language, Spanish Honor Society, and that was amazing to see here at the high school. We had our signing day, which was recently, and that was amazing to see all of our students. 20 students, that's a big number of students who've signed to colleges, so it's incredible, a lot more than most schools. That's our Harlem Wizards. I had mentioned it last month. We all ran around. It was great. We had a lot of fun that night and raised a lot of money for our SEPTA. Around the district, we had our play last week, our I've Never, where are we? Kyle, what was the name of that, Kyle? Never Saw Another Butterfly. Thank you very much, because I know I saw you in there. So that was an amazing play. I know a lot of people here saw that. It was incredible. Not something to smile about. It was a very sad, sobering play, but incredible. Our students did an incredible job. Just really amazing. And we made it to the playoffs for football, which was amazing. I know we didn't get the outcome we wanted, but our kids did an incredible job this season, and I really want to recognize the work that they did. Really great kids, did a great job, and we're very proud of them. So I just wanted to recognize them. That was last Friday night. They tried the best they could. So we are now finished with fall sports. We're starting winter sports. That just started this past week. So here we're starting all over again. Great stuff happening. One thing I wanted to bring to the board's attention is, as part of my evaluation of the things going on in the district, one of the programs that we don't currently do is the Seal of Biliteracy. So Mrs. Druisis, who is our Director of Humanities, has been working and put together a committee for our students. So this is another way to enhance the experience and be able to give them a leg up compared to other students. So just what is the Seal of Biliteracy? And a lot of people think it means that you're bilingual. That's not at all what that means. There's really kind of a choice of ways that you can earn points to get this seal on your diploma. And really, why do we want to do this? It really encourages the study of language, increases our enrollment in our upper level classes. So sometimes we have low enrollment in some of our upper level classes. We really want to try to beef that up. So that would help with that. It really recognizes the value of language diversity, and it's not just Spanish. I know we offer only Spanish at this point, but it really values the language of our students. So some of our students come with lots of different languages, and they can have the seal based on their home language, whatever that might be. So that's a really excellent perk for them. It provides employers with a method to identify people who have language skills. So that's a big skill down the road. It provides universities with a method to recognize and give credit to applicants for attainment of high-level skills. So we definitely want our students to have that leg up. It prepares them for 21st century skills. And it honors the multiple cultures and languages in the world that we live in. And we are seeing that here as a district. We have lots of different, a big difference across the district, lots of languages spoken. We see a big population, and we want to honor that and recognize that and let our students have the ability to show their strength in that area. So what are we doing right now? The planning and implementation stage. We had our first meeting. Mr. Wissis ran that last week. It was earlier this week. It was excellent. And she gave us a lot of great information. So this first rolled out in New York State in the 2015-16 school year, and 20 schools in New York total piloted offering this for the first time. Last school year, 72 Long Island schools offered the seal. So we would like to roll this out this year and attempt to do it based on, for our seniors that are our current seniors. We had our first meeting yesterday. Our next meeting will be Monday, the 20th. It involves world language teachers, English teachers, guidance counselors, administrators. We're going to offer it this year, and we're going to really target our graduating seniors so to see if they can meet the criteria by the state. And then in the coming weeks, we're going to be sending out a communication. So when you see this, this is where we'll be asking, do you have a different language spoken at home? Because that gives you the leg up to be qualified for the Seal of Biliteracy. Or if you've taken certain courses already, that would help you be able to get this seal. So when you see that, that's why we're sending that out. Once we get through our current seniors, we're going to then bring it down to our juniors to see how they could address those needs this year and next year to be eligible. So this is something we would like to roll out this year, since we want to be the 73rd school district offering the seal. And lastly, our upcoming events. We have parent-teacher conferences starting on Friday. We have Thanksgiving recess next Wednesday to Friday. Our turkey trot, please come out the 25th. And the board, you've been asked if you would like to be judges. I know that there still would like some judges. I will be one. So come on out, bring your coffee. I will not be trotting. Tri-M National Honor Society induction, the 29th. We start our middle school concerts, the 4th through the 6th, and high school concerts, the 11th and the 12th. So that is my report.
Great, thank you very much. And again, congratulations to everybody who received an award tonight. Your hard work and dedication is very much recognized. So now we'll move on to the less thrilling part of the meeting.
So if you have homework to do, we understand. Rock stars have work to do.
I'm gonna stop checking stuff. We're just gonna round robin this. Oh. Fine. All right, we'll start with Anthony, if you would, approval of minutes.
Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the minutes of October 18th, 2023, regular meeting, October 23rd, 2023, special meeting, and November 1st, 2023, special meeting as submitted.
Can I have a second?
Second?
Thank you, Christie. All in favor?
I abstain.
Nick, personnel.
Personnel, resignation. School district aides, resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the following school district aide resignations. Catherine Aiello, school district aide, resignation date 12/2/23. Melanie McLaughlin, school district aide, resignation date 11/25/2023. And Erica Targer Engel, school district aide, resignation date 10/23/23.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Chuck. All in favor? Chuck, if you would, teaching assistant.
Okay, resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the resignation of Melissa De Bruin, teaching assistant, effective November 18th, 2023.
Thank you. Can I have a second? Thank you, John. All in favor? Aye. Christie, substitute teachers.
Appointments, substitute teachers. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves the following appointments. Francisca Alabao, 11/9/23, substitute teacher. Robert Buonaspina, 11/15/23, substitute teacher. Natalie Delegati, 11/9/23, substitute teacher. Caitlin Evans, 11/3/23, substitute teacher. James Memnaugh, 10/24/23, substitute teacher,
Thank you.
as
Could I-
listed.
Oops, sorry. Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Nick. I think he beat you out, Chuck. All in favor? Aye. John, principal, accountant, payroll.
Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves the following appointment. Samantha Castano, start date November 13th, 2023. Principal accountant payroll, step 1, CSEA.
Thank you, John. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Anthony. All in favor? Good. Passes. Anthony, school district aides.
Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves the following appointments as listed.
Thank you, Anthony. Can I have a second?
Second?
Chuck, thank you. All in favor? Nick, club advisors.
Club advisors, resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby authorizes the following co-curricular clubs and appoints the persons listed below as advisors for the 2023-24 school year. These advisor appointments are based on anticipated full school year as listed.
Thank you, Nick. Can I have a second?
Second?
Thank you, Christie. All in favor? Excellent. Chuck, coach.
Coach, resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves the following coaching appointment for the 2023-2024 school year. These appointments are based on anticipated full season schedule. Winter sport, 2023, wrestling, JV, and varsity, Christopher Powers, volunteer.
Thank you, Chuck. Can I have a second? Thank you, John. All in favor? All right. Christie, action items, Committee on Special Education.
Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education has no objections to the following special education recommendations and approves the authorization for the funds to implement the special education programs and services consistent with such as listed.
Thank you, Christie. Can I have a second?
Second?
Thank you, Chuck. All in favor? John, obsolete equipment.
Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby declares the following items as obsolete and further authorizes disposals as listed below.
Thank you, John. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Nick. Nobody's interested in the disc man, huh? All right.
You play on the disc man anymore.
All in favor? Thank you. Anthony, take the next two, 2 and 3.
Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby approves a memorandum of agreement with the CSEA unit dated November 15th, 2023.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Nick. All in favor?
Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the bid from Michael Dioniso in the amount of $300 for the purchase of an obsolete club car golf cart.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Chuck. All in favor? Nick, can you do 4 and 5, please?
Disaster Recovery Plan. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the 2023 Information Technology Disaster Recovery Plan as submitted by Mark Cannett.
Thank you, Nick. Can I have a second?
Second?
Thank you, Christie. All in favor? Passes.
Annual Risk Assessment. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the Annual Risk Assessment Report as submitted by the firm Narosky Smith for the 2023-24 school year.
Thank you, Nick. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Anthony. All in favor? Chuck, can you do 6 and 7?
6, monthly treasurer's report. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the treasurer's report for the month of October 2023.
Thank you, Chuck. Can I have a second? Thank you, John. All in favor?
7, budget and status report. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the quarterly budget and review status reports for the time period July 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2023.
Thank you, Chuck. Can I have a second?
Second?
Thank you, Christie. All in favor? Good. Christie, 8 and 9.
Extracurricular report. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the quarterly extracurricular account report for the time period July 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2023.
Thank you, Christie. Can I have a second?
Second.
Chuck. All in favor? Good. Number 9.
Donation. Resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the anonymous donation of labor and materials needed to upgrade varsity baseball dugouts, paint, fence, installation of new bat holders, and helmet racks valued at $6,000.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Just like to take a moment on that and just to whoever the anonymous donor was for that, we appreciate the donation. We look forward to the upgrades to the dugouts, and should go nicely with some other upgrades that we're working on now for the ball field. So thank you again to the donation and to those who are, excuse me, going to carry out the work as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tabish.
Tavish, you're up.
Thank you. Ooh, that's a little loud. My bad. Good evening. I'm Tabish Farrell, and I would like to fill you all in on the recent events of the district this month. In the high school, Safe Halloween was held on October 28th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Clubs from across the district prepared activities in each classroom of the high school. The high school student government worked tirelessly to decorate the school, as well as putting together the annual haunted hallway. The massively successful turnout was well worth the effort. Way to go, guys. The Mount Sinai Performing Arts put on a stellar performance of I Never Saw Another Butterfly on November 3rd and Saturday, November 4th at 7 p.m. The performance was wildly successful and the turnout equally so. Those in the play worked incredibly hard to put on the show. There was not a dry eye in the audience. The first week of Shadow Day began Tuesday, November 14th. The junior class peer leaders were selected and trained to get to know the various faces of the current 8th grade class. 8th graders were taken through a day in the life of their junior partner, meeting teachers and experiencing the many nuances of high school life. It is safe to say many friendships were made. In the middle school Student Council wrote thank you cards for Veterans Day. They were sent to the VA Medical Center, the Vets Place Long Island Veterans Home, and the United Veterans Beacon House. And finally, in the elementary school, the 3rd graders took a field trip to the Caleb Smith State Park, meeting with a naturalist in the lab, taking a hike, and adopting a tree for a day of outdoor learning and fun. The elementary school student council held a wildly successful food drive for Long Island Cares in the Trinity Church, amassing a total of 5 pallets worth of food. Way to go, guys. The elementary school yearbook committee was formed and will be putting together photos from the year. Sales will be available soon. Thank you for your time.
More frequently. I saw this year on the calendar, Mount Sinai was listed once. And a lot of our students who are taking it the rest of the year have to go to other districts in the area. And I saw that Mount Sinai did offer it once. And what can we do to make it more comfortable for our students to take it in their home district? I think it's a stressful test. And I think it would be great if we could offer it more. And is it something we can consider?
I can tell you, unfortunately, over the years, administering the SAT has become incredibly cumbersome with school districts, because not only have they changed all the regulations and what they are requiring of districts, the costs involved have gone up dramatically. The technology we have to use has changed dramatically, and I really feel there has been a push for the College Board. They really want to be doing it in testing centers that are computer-based. So there's a lot of pieces involved with that. The numbers have skyrocketed for students with special needs and extending time, and they don't provide a lot of funding for that. So it's something we could look into, but it is a cost, there's a big cost factor involved with it as well. So it's not just simply just opening up the school, there's a lot of costs involved as well. But we can definitely look into it.
Just clarify too, we offer the PSAT, we've never offered SAT. We put it on the calendar so that people know.
Oh, okay.
But we offer the PSAT to our students because of the change that Dr. Pashoni just said.
Right.
We used to offer it during the school days to everybody, but because they got rid of paper and pencil completely, the technology piece now is we would have to also provide devices to anybody from anywhere who wanted to come to our site to test. So when you become an SAT testing location, you have to agree to take anybody from any school district and then have to provide them to be within our technology constraints. So you can obviously understand that getting students to come in and get them logged into there, and the issues that come with that, and as you said, being cost prohibitive as well, because they don't really reimburse the district for a lot of costs. So, it's been something that we talked about for as long as I've been here, and we've talked about with previous administration. But we are looking forward to continuing the PSAT, because the PSAT is our own kids, that we don't have to open up to outside districts. And it did go well, we had, about 150 students here doing it, so that I think we'll continue to do, because that you can just close to your own students.
Thank you, Mr. Armstrong.
On the obsolete equipment, I'm wondering why some of these things are listed as discard, where in the past they would have been sent to e-waste or picked up for recycling by some prepaid metals.
Do you think why would they be discarded versus recycled?
Correct.
I don't have an answer to that. Sometimes the condition or the value or just the means of transporting the devices down to PK, or it may not be worth the thing to stand out for a few discipline in the clock or something like that. But a lot of times what can be recycled, especially if we have metal items or a number of electronic devices, we do make sure that they get brought down there and are properly recycled.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's not going by the wayside.
No, it's definitely done fairly well.
Second question.
Yes, sir.
Some of these items, like disaster recovery plan, risk assessment, without some additional explanation as to what they are, the community doesn't know what's in there and doesn't feel very transparent as to what's going on in the district. I'd like to ask if on some of these things that are not clear, there can be some explanation as so the community understands what's going on.
Do you want to explain what the risk assessment was?
We post it after the board approves it. So the risk assessment gets posted online, because that's a piece of it. And the recovery plan for technology would get posted.
Yeah, just even something like that, when it's the item is read, some commentary would be helpful.
Understood.
And then third question, if I may, is the library now the permanent home for the board meetings?
We are planning on keeping the board meetings in this space as long as the space is available on the night of the board meeting. I mean, obviously, there may be occasions where there could be some event going on in here, and we would have to relocate that to the middle school or high school auditorium. But for now, the plan is to keep it, yes.
Okay. I would observe that there are stairs to this facility, and if there is no one available to operate the elevator, it becomes inaccessible to sections of the public. So I would ask that if this is going to be the meeting place, accommodations be assured so that people with difficulties climbing stairs can attend public meetings.
I think we always have somebody here that has access to operate. Our staff is always here to be able to manage.
It'll be here, even now, by the middle elevator, to
Sure.
ensure everybody with easy accessibility to the elevator will have.
Anything else, Brad?
No, that's it.
Good. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions? All right, so before I adjourn the meeting, I just want to say to everybody, hope that everybody has a
Wonderful Thanksgiving, and you all get to spend some good quality time with your friends, your family, and a little bit of quality time off, 4-day weekend. So enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful holiday.
She wants credit for being here. Thank you. We're taking pictures. Parent-teacher conferences every time.
And a motion to adjourn, please.
That motion.
Can I have a second? All in favor?
Don't move. Let's take a picture.